The Isaiah Hartenstein contract keeps getting better when we look at everything in detail about how much he's going to be getting paid each year and when the majority of the payment will come through, along with the team option at the end. Then also the fact that it is a very tradable contract. If it just doesn't work out, we need to go get someone else, or if we just need to get rid of him in general to be able to re-sign some key players on our squad when that time comes. And today we're going to break down everything, what we know about the contract with Isaiah Hartenstein, how, is it really worth it? The $30 million per year it's almost comes out to. It's a 3-year, $87 million deal. That third year is a team option. Of course, we know that right now. And now we know that it is front-loaded. So we'll talk about all that here on Thunder Digest today. Before we get all that, though, we'll take a moment and say that if you guys haven't yet already, go ahead and join the Discord channel. It is in our YouTube channel bio. You can just go there. It's very easy to join. I'm just trying to build more of a community here that we have here at Thunder Digest. I know we have a lot of the returning viewers here. Just want to be able to interact with you guys. So if you guys don't mind, go ahead, join the Discord channel. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and get into the video today, talking about this contract with Isaiah Hartenstein and what all it really brings to the table. All right, we know what he's going to bring to the table, where he's going to bring rebounding, he's going to bring defense to the squad. And I've looked at the highlights. He's a very good passer for his size and ability. All right, I've seen some people compare him as the Jokic of the East. I don't want to go that far, but he does have good passing ability at the center position with his size. He does. I'll go ahead and say that. And the contract, when I look at it more and more each day, it is very friendly. When you look at the details, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up right here, okay? Here are the contract details about that. Isaiah Hartenstein's projected new 3-year deal with the Thunder, which is front-loaded and non-guaranteed in the final year, all right? Next season, he will make $30.5 million. The second season, $29 million, and the last season will be $27.5 million, and it's not guaranteed, okay? It's a team option. We can decline it and use that $27.5 million to either A, accolade it into an area where we can extend someone such as J-Dub or Chet, or B, target a free agent that could be available in that time that we see as a better fit for the squad. Hartenstein will be paid as a top 10 center in OKC this year. Top 10 center, paid in the league. And I do think he's a top 10 center in the league, all right? He's probably 10 or 9, but I do think he is top 10 if you want to still count as Chet, since he'll probably play the 4 now with Hartenstein on the squad. But if you want to, even counting Chet in there, he's top 10. Without Chet, he's definitely top 10 center in the league. So it's definitely interesting to look at that. Now, speaking on the contract, a lot of people are saying it could be an overpay. The thing is, with Isaiah Hartenstein's contract, I know I've brought this up before, I know, but this is how important it is that I want to reiterate, how friendly of a contract it truly is, okay? We've already re-signed the guys that we need to. All right, we already have a few guys re-signed on the squad. What we're worried about and focusing next is keeping J-Dub and Chet, extending them, all right? Keep making sure that they're with us for the long haul, okay? And this contract kind of sets that up and is like, okay, if we don't have that kind of flexibility and space when their rookie contracts are up, we can go ahead and decline this team option for Isaiah Hartenstein, and then we can use all that money, accolade it into extending J-Dub or Chet, because we will have the money to extend one of the others for sure. And looking at it, okay, go ahead and look at the contracts we have lined up here, okay? So I went ahead, we have a few guys, on the, money table for, I think, 4 or 5 more years. I know Aaron Wiggins is 5 more years. Isaiah Joe, 4 more years. I want to say Dort has 3 more years, potentially. It's Dort or Shai, one of the two. But when you're looking at it, okay, that Isaiah Hartenstein, last year, team option, okay? That last year is a team option, and that is when Chet Holmgren, and when you go down here, J-Dub are restricted free agents. That's when they're restricted free agents, and it's huge to try and keep them. I know Oos is also a restricted free agent. I don't think right now, from what I'm seeing, it's not huge to keep him, and I don't think it will cost all that much to keep Ousmane Dieng if we really want to. The 2 big concerns when you're looking at this are J-Dub and Chet. And one of them, I know we're going to extend Chet. I know whatever money we have, we're going to give him the max. I know we are. J-Dub deserves the max as well. It just comes down to, when you're looking at it, Will we have enough to be able to give him the max? And I think some of it depends on Caruso. I think that's what some of it depends on, and if Lou Dort is still on the team. Those are two big things that kind of depend if we can keep them or not. Those are two big things. I know Presti has said Caruso is part of our long-term plan. However, if he is, that means I think we give up Dort in the future because we're going to need some money to go ahead and extend him. All right, we're going to need some money to go ahead and extend him. However, it does look likely that last year of that Isaiah Hartenstein deal, that team option, we decline it so we can put all that money into one of our players for an extension. We do. And then you're going to notice Shai Gilgeous-Alexander here. I think that last year, all right, 2026-2027 season is the last year of his deal that he has currently, and then he's eligible for a max deal worth up of $80 million a year. Now, the salary cap will rise. You'll be able to spend more money in free agency, but $80 million a year for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to take a lot out of our paybook. All right, it's going to take a lot, out of how much we have to spend. He is worth it. It just comes down to, okay, are we really going to be able to keep Isaiah Hartenstein that third year? Probably not, and that's why it's great. It's a team option. However, looking at it as well, people are saying, does he really deserve that much money? I want to look back at, probably one of the better centers we've had, probably the best center the Oklahoma City Thunder have ever had in past years, because Chet, he had a great year last year. He hasn't quite proven himself, though, yet. All right, it's just been 1 year. Look at Steven Adams compared to Isaiah Hartenstein. All right, Isaiah Hartenstein last year and Steven Adams, in arguably his best year in the NBA, it was 2017-2018, I believe. He played more games just by one. He averaged more points per game, 14. He was our second option, though, on the squad. Third option. He was our third option on the squad. Isaiah Hartenstein isn't even going to be our third, maybe not even our fourth option on this team. All right, he may be our last option on offense. So we're not going to be worrying about his points per game. It comes down to his reboundings and all those other stats, the superficial stats, okay? Rebounds a game, he hasn't beat by like half a rebound, 9. Steven Adams has 9. Isaiah Hartenstein has 8.5 there. Assists per game, so that's when you see a big increase there by an assist and a half with 2.5 and then 1.2. Steals a game, tied at 1.2. Blocks, 1.1. Isaiah Hartenstein barely has the edge. Field goal percentage, 64%, just barely has the edge there. Then some other big numbers here. 3-point percentage, Isaiah Hartenstein shot 33% from 3. He doesn't really take a ton. However, we have seen him shoot the 3-ball before. I believe with Chip, our shooting coach, he can develop a true 3-point shot and be a multi-level scorer. That way, defensively, yes, we get an upgrade, but offensively, for sure, we get an upgrade and can truly run a 5-out style of offense that we're wanting to. With Hartenstein, we still can, with the pick and pops outside, with his passing ability, pick, pop it, pass it to him out there at the top of the key or wing, have someone cut through on a backside screen, boom, he can dump it down there. You can still run the 5-out with him, all right? He'd just be moving around screening a ton. And so his free throw numbers, also great, 70% compared to Steven Adams, 55%. Efficient field goal percentage, 64% compared to 62, so increase there. Everything else we're not really going to worry about. And so as you can see, Isaiah Hartenstein beats him in a lot of different categories. Steals, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, assists, all that. He's going to allow us to truly run a 5-out style of offense. He truly is. The only thing Steven Adams had him beaten were the rebounding numbers, not by much, and then the points per game because he was our true third option. A lot of guys would forget about him. Bunch of pick and roll action with Russell Westbrook is what he would do. Lobs to Steven Adams, boom. That's how he'd get a lot of his points, and then off of offensive boards as well. Isaiah Hartenstein was one of the better offensive rebounders last season. I couldn't find the exact, rankings on that. I was scrounging all over the place. I couldn't, but I want to say he was like 4th or 3rd in offensive rebounds in the league, which is insane. It's great for us to have that on our squad now because we were getting killed on the offensive boards and even defensive boards. We were one of the worst rebounding teams in the league. That's where he brings his true value, and that's why with the contract, I don't necessarily think it's much of an overpay because we had to spend the money. We had to. If we went anything under $25 million a year, he wasn't going to sign with us. He was going to go back to New York. He was. And so we had to spend the money somehow. We still have our mid-level exception that we can use. We do. It's just Isaiah Hartenstein was the priority, and we need to dump as much money into him as we could so we could beef up our offense and truly be what a lot of people are considering a super team now in OKC, where we are true title contenders and can win it all this next season. In the next 2 to 3 seasons, everyone's predicting us to at least have a ring somewhere. in between there, whether it's next season, the season after, or that final and third year that Isaiah Hartenstein has on his contract. That's a team option. One of those years we're projected to win it all, and I'm sure we're going to have a ring in the next 3 years. And it all starts with Isaiah Hartenstein and this Alex Caruso addition to the squad. It makes us the best defense in the league and potentially also the deepest team in the league as well. But that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys think we overpaid for Isaiah Hartenstein, or if there should have been someone else we could have targeted that does the same thing for us instead of, it might not let us run a 4-out, or 5-out style of offense like a Jonas Valanciunas wouldn't allow us to exactly do that. I think Isaiah Hartenstein does. Jonas doesn't. But let me know if you guys think otherwise down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video.